So I was just scrolling through YouTube the other day and I saw this video.
Some of our favourite tech giants are now developing brand new devices, but for half the price. And now there is even a newcomer. It's called Nothing.
You see, ever since the Nothing Phone 1 was released, it created a lot of excitement because this was a debut product which looked entirely different from the rest of the competition. And the newly released CMF Phone 2 Pro, well, it's no exception. This is a smartphone built not just for the aesthetics but also with compatibility and some flex in mind, because the build is made in such a way that different accessories can be added to the back, just like we saw with the CMF Phone 1, but unlike it, you can't remove the entire backplate for a new one. Rather, you can only attach the new one to the already existing backplate. And this might actually be how Nothing was able to make the jump from the IP52 to IP54 water resistance. There's also a dedicated essential space button, just like we saw on the Nothing Phone 3A, most likely meaning that it's here to stay, or at least for a while. Now, just casually running down the specs, it's powered by a MediaTek Dimensity 7300 chip. Well, it's not the best, neither is it the worst in the world, but the 3 years of software update it promises honestly seems to be among the worst in 2025. The screen up front is a 1080p 6.77-inch 10-bit AMOLED display with HDR+, and a 120Hz refresh rate that goes up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, all protected by the Panda glass covering. In summary, it's a really good screen for the money. It also packs a 5000 mAh battery which supports up to 33 watts of fast charging, which is not the most impressive, but for the price it's a solid pass, and so also are all the other specs I've mentioned so far. You can see the trend here is all about ticking the right set of boxes and making sensible compromises, of which most times actually come down to the cameras. So yeah, let's talk about the cameras. There's a 50 megapixel main camera with electronic image stabilization and an 8 megapixel wide angle camera. Interestingly, alongside these two cameras is a 50 megapixel telephoto camera, also with AIS, which can take 2 times optical zoom shots. And if that alone isn't interesting, then the fact that you can now attach a set of different camera lenses to the phone's camera in order to shoot macro, or what they call fisheye photos, is definitely interesting. Overall, the pictures and videos here are really decent and can stand up to other budget phones like the Samsung Galaxy A56, while starting at a significantly lower price. But that is not the only thing they announced, because they also announced the latest additions to the Nothing audio lineup, which arrive as a successor to the first generation CMF Buds Pro, and future improvements in almost every aspect. With the CMF Buds 2 Pro, you get dual drivers, updated active noise cancellation, spatial audio support, and a longer battery life. The charging case also has a new trick with the programmable smart dial. You can use it to control volume, media playback, and manage incoming calls, adding the multi-point pairing and a sleek design with fun color options. I would say we have ourselves an earbud ready to challenge the best of the best. And of course, there are some compromises, but factoring in the $59 price point, it makes it an easy recommendation. But Nothing also made sure they had something for everyone by adding 3 new sets of earbuds alongside this one. It's funny because looking at all these names, it's almost as if they want you to struggle with them. But yeah, what do you think about the lineups? Do you think it's a hit or a miss? For me personally, I'm really loving the approach Nothing is taking towards building this company, and I think huge credit has to go to Calpy, because in a world where everyone's copying each other and nothing seems to be exciting anymore, being the smart and creative one will always give you an edge. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Cognito. Peace.